realize I was going to kick up a whole world of dust when I tweeted, well, with national championship hopes gone, Caleb should consider sitting out the rest of the season. The Heisman is a long shot. College football playoffs, they're even less likely, and he's not going to play in the bowl game. So, business decision, because the risk far outweighs the reward. Well, 16.7 million views later, I figured I should defend myself. Now, many people are saying why Caleb Williams shouldn't consider sitting out. They point to three reasons: selfishness, quitting on the team, loyalty. Well, let me undress all of these arguments. Number one, it would be selfish. America, I simply ask you to recalibrate your brain. The college football we fell in love with is not the college football that is today. Everybody is selfish. As the transfer portal expanded, so did selfishness. What was it when Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma before the Alamo Bowl to go to USC? What was it when Caleb Williams left Oklahoma? What was it when Jordan Addison, Biletnikoff winner at Pittsburgh, left that team to go to USC? It was selfish. Duh, that's what high-level athletes and coaches do. As for quitting on the team, I won't deny that. He is quitting on the team, but he's committing to his family and his future. Before the 2020 season, LSU were reigning national champs. Jamar Chase, he had a decision to make. Could he play his third year, or could he sit out the entirety of the season? What did Jamar Chase choose to do? He chose to sit out the entirety of the season. Micah Parsons, he had a decision to make. What did Micah Parsons choose to do? They wanted to sit out the season because it was a COVID year. They wanted to put their health and their family first. All I'm saying Caleb Williams should do is commit to his birth family over his adopted family. I'm sorry, get mad at me. And lastly, you want to talk about loyalty. The only person Caleb Williams, in my mind, needs to be loyal to is to Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley recruited him. Lincoln Riley took him to Norman, Oklahoma. As for USC, Caleb Williams has already done more for USC than USC can do for him. He brought him their first Heisman Trophy in 20 years. Caleb Williams brought him in an 11-win season. They've only seen one 11-win season, 2017, in the last 20 years. So when you want to talk about loyalty, he's already been loyal to the soil, which is USC, because he helped them win and become relevant again. If you think Caleb Williams should go back to college, or at least if you don't think he should consider sitting out the rest of the season, maybe you the one that's selfish. Sadie, I'm talking to you.
Am I first?
You have to be, because you're the one who said you got a whole bunch of texts about this.
Yeah, they like, your boy Acho tripping. I said, no, that wasn't him texting that or tweeting that. That wasn't him. Before I even ask or give it to my take, was that real or that's TV? I just want you to know.
That's real.
So you believe that for real?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree. Like the whole thing, everything you said, I just disagree on all of it. My thing is like, when we commit to playing this sport of football, right? It's a team thing, right? He says he's a great player, but he needs his teammates. Left tackle to block for him, or to catch the ball. You brought up Parsons and you brought up Jamar Chase. They never start the season, right?
Sure, of course.
So there's no quitting because they didn't start the season. When you say you want to play a game with these teammates and we commit to this, no matter wins or losses, you stick it out, you ride out. Now, if you want to sit the one bowl game out, depending on what it is, that's fine. But you need to finish the season with your teammates. That's called quitting. My dad won't even let me do that, even in like Little League. If you start, you got to finish. That's one part.
Talk to me.
The second part is, these last two games, he's been playing very, very good. And we all know he's the first pick in a draft, but when you got some dog in you, which I think he has dog in him, in 2 games, he has 2 losses, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. You won't go out like that? That's being soft. You ain't showing how good you really is. You playing bad. No, you got to make up for that. That's the second thing. The third thing is, when you tell your teammates, like, listen, I'm not going to play because I'm going to the NFL, and you going to quit in the middle of the season, what type of friendship you think he's going to have with these dudes? Because I get it. You're talking about this all money. He's making money with NIL. He's making a lot of mony. Every commercial I see him on.
Caleb Williams.
I've been to Wendy's 4 times because of him, right?
You stupid.
But when you tell your teammates, like, yo, I'm going to ride for you, my boy. All my friends I had from college, I'm more tired of them than guys in the NFL.
Of course.
It's a brotherhood you built. Yeah. I can't believe you even said that.
Let me.
It hurt me inside you said that.
I apologize.
Yeah, come on now.
Let me make a statement, and then I have a question.
Because there's integrity in this football game.
Come on,
let me make a statement, then I have a question.
That's kind of soft.
The difference in my mind, Shady, I would say for you is this. Number one, you committed to Pitt.
Yeah.
Out of high school, you were committed to Pitt. You were going to Pitt. If Caleb Williams was at OU, I would give you all a different answer. If Caleb Williams was still at OU, where he took his official visit, where he committed to his recruiting class, where he had been there for his brothers, where he had replaced Spencer Rattler and had rode it all the way through, Caleb Williams has been at USC for 18 months.
What's that mean?
You and your brothers with Pitt, who you're tighter to this day, I cannot surmise is the same thing.
You know my college resume. I didn't stay long. I got to that money, I got to that league.
Of course.
Right? But I was there for what, a whole year and a semester? I didn't take that much time. But it don't matter what team you play for, how long you been there, you decide to be this team, we a team.
Why?
If he runs out, that's so soft. He won't do nothing like that. I watched the way his dad spoke, right, about his son, right? And I had a dinner with him, the way he spoke. He won't do nothing like that. I can't see that.
You know, if y'all my family up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Speak family, y'all my family. I ride for y'all. Even though we may disagree and all that, I ride for y'all. You know, I wouldn't be around nobody, let them talk to us, say nothing, but hold up. That's my dog Shady. I know he say some crazy stuff. Not in front of me, though. You can't do it.
Oh, wow.
If we said we in this AC right here with these lights, if they say, man, show in the rain today, I'll do the show in the rain with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing the show in the rain.
Dang!
Yo, if we all agree, I'm doing it.
And we all, I'm doing it.
I have an umbrella.
That's
I have an
fine.
umbrella.
Oh, we in the
Okay.
rain.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do the show in the rain because we're going to ride together.
Yup.
That's football, bro. You cannot come out here and say, hey, man, just because we lost a couple games, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm out because I'm trying to go get some money. At one point, it has to come down to the type of dude you are, right? And for me, loyalty is big, and that was your last one, right? If you ain't gonna be loyal to your brothers, even if I'm a GM, I'm like, dang, he gonna quit on his teammates like that? No matter how much talent you got, you know, that's gonna play something in my mind if I'm a GM about to make this #1 pick. Like, dang, in the middle of the season, like you said, a bowl game, one game we see players do that consistently.
One game.
This is the middle of the season. We got a couple big games left. You have not been playing well. We've lost 2 games straight against 2 really good opponents. And you gonna quit on your brother? Because that's basically what we're saying. Sit out and you can say the money and I'm looking out for my family, all that, but basically this is saying you quitting on your brothers. Because you know what? You're not playing in the game because you're scared you might get injured. That's your whole thing, right?
Yes, of
Could have got injured week 1. Could have got injured week 2.
Could have got injured.
Could have got injured week 3.
I have a response.
Right? Every time you take the football field, it's a chance to get injured. You know where else you could get injured? When you sit this season out and you go out there and train for the next season. You could get injured. Right? So every time you take the field, you could get injured. So at one point, to me, and how I was raised, it's bigger than the money. It's about the people you playing for and playing with, that you stepped into training camp with, that you done battled with in practice, that you done said, this is our goal, this is what we gonna go do. And yes, we may have fell short for it, but that don't mean I'm quitting, you quitting, none of us quitting. He gotta ride this season out no matter how it may look, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I don't agree with nothing you said. But I don't agree with nothing y'all said either. I don't care about loyalty. This is a business to me. This is a business to Caleb Williams. He is a businessman, and his business is football. So I don't care about loyalty. Cool. Y'all be loyal to each other. Hold on now. Hold on now. You will by choices that I'm about to explain, be loyal to your teammates. But it's not about loyalty. I don't care about being selfish. I'm a selfish person. I think in order to be great, you have to be selfish. It is a character trait you must possess in order to achieve greatness, in my opinion. Most GOATs would agree with you. And I am one of those. Quitting on the team is less about the morality of not finishing a season, because I don't think he should play in a bowl game. By the way, I was super right about USC, so you can come kiss the ring on that. They're unserious as a team this year. I said that, and nobody wanted to believe me. And look at you now. The point is, do you know unequivocally that Caleb Williams is going to be as good as he was in college in the NFL?
No, know that about nobody.
We don't know that about nobody. Right. Shady, you say this all the time. I don't care about college.
Yeah, college, yeah.
We know Caleb Williams is a great college football player. We know that. We all think he is going to be a great NFL player.
Yep.
But we don't know that.
Right.
So how are you going to keep getting better at what it is you do by quitting in the middle of a season? He has more work to do. You just said they just lost 2 games, right? He's the best player in college football, and they lost 2 games. He's had 1 touchdown and 3 picks in those games.
That's right. That's right.
Trevor Lawrence was, you want to talk about Caleb Williams? We have a very short memory. We were talking about taking Trevor Lawrence out of college football as a freshman. Those conversations were had, and they were serious ones. Do you remember this?
Of course.
Trevor Lawrence. We don't know how great Trevor Lawrence is going to be in the NFL. He's won a playoff game. He's good.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's good.
Has he changed the face of the NFL? No, he hasn't. Joe Burrow had 60 passing touchdowns in college. 65 total, 202 passing efficiency rating. He broke all the records in 2019. We don't know what a player is going to be once they get to the NFL because it is a different sport. Right. So for him to stop playing football right now to prepare for another sport and he's not going to keep playing and finishing the season, I don't care about loyalty. I don't care. None of this. The best business decision he could make is to continue playing the rest of this season. If you want to sit the bowl game out, I have no problem with the player sitting a bowl game out that's not in the college football playoffs.
Here's why I disagree. With everybody.
Yeah, as you should.
Most recently with Joy, because she's the one who spoke last. First, I'll start with Joy, and I'll just kind of... let me know if I need to go to break and you want me to revisit it after break. Otherwise, I'm going to cook. The first reason I disagree with Joy is because you work in college to get drafted and get drafted as high as possible. Maybe you're different, maybe you're different. I worked in college to get drafted as high as possible. I wasn't playing in college to get better in the league whenever I get to the league.
Can we, just for 1 second, though, can we only talk about quarterbacks? Let's reserve this particular conversation because he is a quarterback and will be the #1 overall pick. Let's only talk about quarterbacks because there have been players. Micah Parsons is not a quarterback. Not a quarterback. Jamar Chase is not a quarterback. He's not going to make $250 million.
Who's not? Micah's going to make $200.
Okay, yes, but you know, but whatever he's going to make, the top quarterback's going to make more. So, and that's what Caleb Williams is. So let's just keep this conversation, please, to the quarterback position because it matters.
The only reason I can is because Micah will make $200 and Jamar will make $200.
Emmanuel, I understand that they will make $200 million. I'm saying that the quarterbacks at the top of this league will be making considerably more money than whatever Micah makes, which is deserved. But that's not how the scale of pay works in this league because the quarterback is the most important position on the field, which is why they make the most amount of money, which is why they get the heat and the praise that they do. So I can't compare a wide receiver sitting out. I can't compare Micah Parsons sitting out to a quarterback who we're having conversations about potentially quitting or sitting out the rest of the season, who's asking for ownership.
She ain't letting go. So look, real quick, I like where this is going. So give it your case, but take out the quarterback. It's like court, you know what I mean?
You gotta only talk about quarterbacks.
We don't want that on the court.
We agree, court. We agree you gotta only talk about quarterbacks right now.
That's between y'all, but I want to see what you say.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.